What's going on, my friends? This is the One Take Boss. So today we're going to be talking about something very special, something that has pretty much brought me all the way up to where I am now on my YouTube career, and it's what's brought me from I think from like maybe 50, I don't even know, 50 subscribers going up or 78 subscribers going up till now that have 2,300. It's been a workhorse for me, and it's this camera. This is the Canon 80D. So let's talk a little bit about this camera, tell you guys my experience with it, and let you know if you should go get yourself one of these for starting up on YouTube. Anyway, first of all, my experience with this camera, at first it was a little bit of a miss, and then towards the ending of me actually owning this camera, then I started getting the gist of the camera and getting the gist of actually shooting manually. Because when I bought this camera, I always shot in auto, because I did not know anything about ISO, did not know anything about aperture, did not even know anything about shutter speed, didn't even know anything about lenses. So yeah, so from where I was to now, I know a little bit more about all those things. That's why the footage right now you're seeing is absolutely clear. I'm shooting manual, and I'm shooting with the 90D. But yeah, like I said to you, coming towards the end of me owning this camera, then I started putting more settings and making it look more crisper and sharper and all that. But don't get me wrong, this camera is not the best camera out there. There's more cameras out there that can shoot beautiful 1080p. This thing actually maxes out at 1080p. It doesn't do 4K. It does 720p, but who wants to shoot 720? And yeah, only 1080p this thing has. 1080p 25 frames per second and 1080p 59 frames per second. So yeah, it's alright. It's good for when you're doing that cinematic kind of B-roll kind of thing, and also good for a head talks video like this with a table, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's an alright camera. I wouldn't say it's a good camera. I would say it's an alright camera. For what it is, it's alright. And like I was saying to you guys, it was a little bit of a hit and miss when I got this camera until now. Like I said, I was shooting auto. Every single time I made my videos auto, but when I started getting into the camera and into the field of camera on how to get your pictures to look sharper and colorful and all that, then I started working out and seeing all these kind of crazy settings that you can do with a camera to get the most out of this out of a camera, and that's what I did with this. But the problem was that I didn't know I genuinely did not know how to go about things. First of all, I bought this camera and I tried a few settings, and I thought, you know what, picture isn't looking as good as I want. It's not looking as crisp as I want. And I started watching videos on YouTube about this camera and the lens I had on it originally, and I'm seeing good sharp quality videos, and I'm like, why is my videos not like this? I'm like, you know what, okay, my lights, let me upgrade my lights. I had the Godax SL60. That was a good light, but me, because I wasn't getting the footage that I wanted from this camera, the 80D, I thought the light wasn't that good. So I went and purchased the VL series, the Godax VL 150. Went and bought that, and for only because of the brightness. I wanted more brightness, more like light. And looking at it now, I'm legit only using the light on 25%. So when I had the old light, I always bumped it all the way up to 100%, because there I thought I'd get nice video, nice trick video, but I still wasn't getting that. So I didn't know what was wrong at all. And I thought, okay, I need more lights. I bought my key light, bought my hair light, which is right behind me. Still no difference. I'm like, you know what? I don't know what else to do. That's why I went and purchased this 90D, because I knew it was going to be 4K, and even if the 4K wasn't crisp enough, I can shoot 4K, and downsize it to 1080 when I'm obviously editing it, so the picture and the quality is so much more better and refined. My experience with this was, to be honest, I didn't get my full experience from this camera because I started as a noob and now going to an amateur. Well, I'm an amateur now, not a pro yet. I'm an amateur. But I mean, if you know someone that can mess around with cameras and bring great quality from a camera and be able to give you the right settings on a camera to bring out the best quality, then I say you go for this camera, because it literally is packing so much in it that you have to be able to understand about cameras to actually get the most out of it. Coming to my end period of owning this camera, actually, then I started making good settings for me to get that nice video, but still it wasn't sharp enough, and I want sharpness. That's why I'm using this camera right now, 4K. But yeah, I mean, in all its worth, this is a great camera, especially if you're starting out on YouTube. I say you just go ahead and buy this camera, the Canon 80D, and watch some few videos out there to tell you how to set the camera up, ISO, shutter speed, and your aperture. Just watch them videos, because they do really help, because they really helped me. But unfortunately, I didn't actually have this camera around a longer period of time to be able to test out all this. I managed to test a little bit up on it, but not a lot like that I wanted to, because obviously the Canon 80D came out and I thought, you know what, 4K, I might as well just go and buy it. But yeah, it's a good camera if you want to start out, to be honest with you. Yeah, you just need a good lens, and that's pretty much it. And lighting, you need good lighting, and then that's it. Before, I had the Canon 10 to 18mm lens on this, which was a wide angle lens, and it didn't really bring out the quality of this camera at all. So I went out and bought myself a new lens, which was the Sigma 18 to 35mm art lens, and I hooked it up on this bad boy and did a little bit of tweaking and that, and it gave me good footage, but again, not as crisp as I really want, and not as sharp. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm trying to roast this camera, and I know I'm saying bad about this camera, but it depends on you, to be honest with you. If you want like a more flatter kind of picture profile when you record, then I say go with this, because the 1080p, it kind of softens your skin, flattens your skin down more, but the 90D, which is 4K, brings out every single detail. For a 1080p camera, this is the one to go to. But for me, not really what I want, because I want more crispness, more sharpness. I want more details on my face to be showing. That's why I went for the 4K and got the 90D. But yeah, amazing camera. I'll probably keep this to do like B-rolls and stuff like that with this 1080p, and then scale it up to 4K, obviously, when I'm editing the video and all that. But yeah, in all its worth, this camera is a very good camera. The Canon 80D, amazing camera. Put a nice lens on it, and trust me, you're gonna have a good quality from this camera. Just want to tell you guys, this is actually a 24 point something megapixel camera, which is really good, and it's got a mic port, it's got NFC, it's got HDMI, so you can actually monitor your footage while you're actually making it with a separate monitor, and it's got a mic, and it's got a headphone as well, jack, so you can actually have a mic on top of this filming, and someone filming you and have an earphone and actually be listening to the audio and controlling the audio. If you want more sharpness, then you need to look somewhere else. But yeah, did I make a mistake buying this camera? I mean, if I knew more about cameras, then no, I wouldn't have made a mistake buying this camera. But the fact that I didn't know more about cameras back then yeah, I made a big mistake buying this. I should have just bought like a point and shoot camera with nice, good megapixel and nice quality straight out the box. None of this lens faffing around and all that stuff. Should have just bought that, started off with that, and then obviously learn more about cameras, and then proceeded to buying something else bigger with interchangeable lens. But yeah, if you're a YouTuber starting out, I say just buy a simple point and shoot camera and do your work like that with the lights and everything. If you want a bigger camera and you want to do lens work and all that stuff, then step up to this. 1080p quality is very good, only if you know what you're doing. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, should you buy this camera? Yes, but like I said, if you know what you're doing. Anyway guys, if you've enjoyed the video and you've enjoyed me reviewing this and telling you guys a little bit more about it and my experience with it, then don't forget to smash that like button. Also, just like the video if you didn't like it. I don't mind, it won't offend me. But yeah, that's been me, the Canon EOS 80D. Subscribe, don't forget to subscribe, and also thank you guys for the support and everything. Absolutely appreciate it. It's big for me. But yeah, trying to get this channel to 10,000 subscribers. Imagine I got 10,000 subscribers, fam. Oh my god, I would be so gassed. Anyway guys, I'll see you later. Peace.